So you've brought me to the den of delusion. For what exactly? Can you tell me? Because I find this all very creepy. I could have just taken notes in the freaking office. So what's going on? Tell me the story, please.
Well, we have a mother who's spunked 500k.
Okay, so like the usual vibes, but like crazy money. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but also her daughter might be a scammer.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, she claims she was a scammer or something. I don't really know.
Shut your mouth right there. Yes, you heard correctly, and do not question any of the logistics behind why I would be in a freaking cave doing this. You are about to witness one of the more confusing stories on the Social Catfish channel in freaking 2025, and I need you to get your thinking caps on, because I don't have one. I couldn't understand. And I also feel hella professional holding this like that. That made as much sense as this story. Roll the clip.
This woman wants to know the truth about her internet boyfriend.
Junior.
The way he talks, the intellect that he shows, I fell in love with the man.
But her relationship is tearing apart her family.
His name is Junior, or I'm gonna flip it and call him JR, all my wrestling heads. By God! By God, she's been scammed! He looks like he's in a very fancy place there, but I mean, I don't know. And then earlier on, that beginning image looks like he's at some kind of press conference. It's giving importance vibes. It's giving, I'm like a senior officer somewhere in a government or something. So how have we kindled this relationship? Put the Kindle down. The only thing you should be reading is The Room, because this is not real. That's so funny.
She can't even afford to buy herself cigarettes every month.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Who are you, first of all? And I feel like you're plucking at the wrong threads of sympathy there. Okay, struggling to pay the bills, I'm freaking on board with you. You're struggling to buy food, I'm sitting on your lap in the driver's seat. That's how close I understand you, baby. Cigarettes, I feel like controversial. That might be a good thing that she can't afford to buy cigarettes at the end of the month. And at the end of the month is an interesting choice of words. Does she bulk buy cigarettes at the end of the month? There's so many questions here. Is she addicted? And dare I say, probably you should seek professional support in combating what seems like a nicotine addiction, please. And that goes for everyone as well. I understand people smoke sometimes for comfort, but please seek professional support, especially if you are abusing that, because the long-term effects, I think, are significantly outweighing the instant comfort that you get. So please seek professional support. I want you alive.
My mom's intelligent. For her to believe some of this stuff, it's unreal.
Melodee has sent her life savings to this man, selling her personal belongings.
You pawned your wedding ring?
Yeah.
He
Goodness.
said we could always buy a new one.
Remortgaging her home.
If she loses that house, she doesn't have enough equity, even if she sold it or anything, to live somewhere else. She'd be homeless. My aunt would be homeless. My brother would be homeless.
I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done.
She's done whatever it took to meet this man face to face.
I started saying, this man's a scammer.
After nearly 6 years of communicating,
Hold on, Melodee. Oh, let me rewind. She said something about scammers. I'm assuming the woman speaking is her daughter, so I'm just going to rewind. Just very quickly, do you live in the same home as them? Because if your mum was to end up homeless, you know, technically would she be homeless? Wouldn't you take her in? But that's another question for another day. I'm going to rewind. Ha!
She doesn't have enough equity, even if she sold it or anything, to live somewhere else.
Okay.
She'd be homeless. My aunt would be homeless. My brother would be homeless.
I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done.
she's done whatever it took to meet this man face to face.
I started saying, this man's a scammer.
After nearly 6 years of communicating with JR, Melodee's dreams have never come to fruition.
Okay, so his name is JR, so I was correct. I thought she said, I am a scammer.
Can anyone tell me what foreshadowing is?
I don't know what I was really listening to there, but she said, I said to her, this man is a scammer. I thought she said, I am a scammer. What a twist that would be. My booty hole would be in my mouth.
We'll put all the facts in front of you, and look, both of you are adults. You make your own decision from there.
Join us on another episode of Scamfish. We'll track Melodee down.
What a door.
I hear you in there.
And bring her the truth about the person who claims to be the man of her dreams. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Go do that.
Your engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
We already are.
All right, team, we got another case. This is from a woman named Harmony who's reaching out on behalf of her mother. She says, "Hi, Catfish team. I need urgent help for my 71-year-old mother who has been trapped in a 5-year romance scam that's now threatening her home. Over the past few years, she has sent her mortgage payments and other money to a man claiming to be detained abroad. This has left her near foreclosure. She continues to believe he will repay her, and I'm in desperate need for any resources to protect her and prevent further harm. Sincerely, Harmony."
What a name.
Hi, my name's Harmony. I'm 44 years old. I'm from Florida, and I'm writing in on behalf of my mother, Melodee. I mean, my mom really, her fun consists of playing on the phone or watching the short stories on YouTube. She doesn't leave the house. She is agoraphobic. I think that's one reason that she's become addicted to this guy so much, because it gives her communication to the outside world. She lives with my aunt, my brother, and then a family friend of ours. We have a really good relationship now. The only thing is, whenever it comes down to the subject of him, that's when there's fighting, yelling, screaming, hanging up on. But other than that, we have a really good relationship. We talk every day.
Okay, that sounds like an oxymoron, or two things that just don't belong together. Is the word juxtaposition? I don't know. You have a good relationship, other than the fact that there's yelling, screaming, slamming of phones or whatever. That's... I know, obviously, every relationship, platonic, romantic, you know, with your family, has its ups and downs, and you will bicker, you will argue. But I feel like that wouldn't necessarily be described as a good relationship, but I could be very wrong. Let me know in the comments. Maybe it's a strained one at some level, but there was a point there where she said we have a good relationship now. So I wonder, is that just a poor choice of words, or maybe before this they weren't as close as they are now? But then when you couple in the fact that they argue over this guy, are they as close as maybe she thinks? I don't know.
She was married very young. I think it was 17 or 18 years old, to my father. He passed away in 2006.
Rest in peace.
She just never had any type of relationships after that. She's never tried. She met this guy on a Jewish website. It wasn't a dating site. That she's considered herself in a relationship with him, and that's the only other relationship she's had.
After the devastating loss of her husband, Harmony's mom, Melodee, has since gone off the deep end with this man she met online named JR.
It was not a dating site. She said it was just a Jewish community. He was a gentleman, and he was 71 years old, which you can see from the picture. That man is not 71 years old. They had a 9-year-old son. He had said that he was a U.S. citizen in California, but he was in Turkey.
Oh, Turkey with another mention. What is going on? And now I'm going to be on this side doing the harmony. Oh, Melodee and harmony. That's very creative, guys. What is with Turkey always appearing on this show? Can we just get a grip and freaking use other countries? I feel like there's a lot of countries in this world that we could use.
I started saying, this man's a scammer. I almost immediately was, but then when the argument started, I finally told her, I said, I don't even want to hear about it anymore. He's got a son, supposedly, who was in Texas in a school, living with a teacher, and my mom bought him a brand new iPhone. He's always, oh, I love your kids, and your kids mean so much to me, and oh, I want to help them. And one time he sent her a teddy bear, a big teddy bear.
Nice.
Since they've been talking the whole time, they want to buy a house out of state. Okay, so they have been looking at houses. They have been wasting the time of realtors with this and everything. She used to sit and look at houses for days at a time. And then a couple years ago, she told me they got married on the internet.
That's
to her,
didn't happen.
This man could do no wrong.
Melodee was swept off her feet by this JR profile. She felt like she was finally getting the attention she was hoping for. However, over the course of their several-year relationship, Melodee has sent over money for a multitude of reasons.
She was okay financially because of what my dad had made, and she had money in the bank. But when she met him, met the scammer JR, that's when all the money was gone.
The money that was left by a late husband, God rest his soul, he wanted to take care of you even in the freaking afterlife. You've pissed it away. And now my sympathy starts to dwindle. Someone is pinging off my phone to the side here. Sorry, let me get this off my chest first, mate. I must stress that I understand, given the fact that she has not been in a relationship, or maybe not even freaking on the outskirts of one after the passing of her late husband. I understand she thought maybe this is how relationships are nowadays. Very fast, very bombardments. I want to live with you, baby. But when we come to this point and you're using money that's been passed down to you, it's a pet peeve of mine. Dare I say it's not even a pet peeve? What's one step further than that? It's a freaking pet strangulation of me. That's what it is. I hate it. And now I struggle to have sympathy. But
I'm sorry. I can't handle this.
He had said that he had bought her a Jeep that was located in Texas.
That's gonna fool.
There was a debit card in the Jeep with $1 million in the account. The carrier said, unless you send me $1,800, I'm not bringing it the rest of the way. And he was...
Hold on a second. Because I don't understand the logistics behind that. She is receiving a car from him, and he's just chucked in a debit card that has $1 million in the car. If that is genuine, you are a stupid human being, because what in the smokes are you doing? You've got no responsibility. That car could freaking crash. You know what I mean? The truck delivering it, something could happen. Why have you done that, you dumbass? Courier, we cannot complete the order until we receive a Bitcoin payment of $1,800. Shove it up your ass.
Supposedly already in Tampa, and you had to send it Bitcoins. She told me, Harmony.
Oh, Bitcoins.
But there's a debit card. They put the debit card in the car.
That's stupid.
There's $1 million in the account. I have to get it. I guess my mom was so desperate at this point because she had sent so much money.
I mean, yeah.
It had to be true because it was her only way out.
I guess.
Every 2 weeks he said he was coming, and he had sent her a picture of a plane ticket, which I'm sure was fraudulent.
Yeah.
He supposedly was getting on the plane, and the
He got arrested.
came, pulled him off the plane because he owed money on taxes.
Nice.
But I think my mom was completely financially supporting him because he couldn't work, because he owed the taxes, he was in prison, all this stuff. Then he supposedly made it to California again. The reason he couldn't get to the money in the account was because the bank, he had to physically go to the bank in America. She showed me this account. I don't know. It was some type of bank account. I don't know how a bank account could get this negative.
Goodness me.
But it was almost $500,000 negative.
I will. It's most likely some sort of altered image. It's a screenshot of a bank account or something. It's not necessarily a real bank account. Can we just address the fact that she seems very smitten for what seems to be a criminal here? Like a stupid criminal. Not paying your taxes, criminal behavior in the eyes of the law. And if anyone's watching, it's criminalize me as well. In the sense that I think it's criminal behavior as well. Just so that we're clear, it's not just criminalize in the eyes of the law. I'm losing the ability to speak, but You get my point? I will also say that she seems very smitten for someone who I don't think necessarily can take care of her. Because if you, just on one instance, are chucking a debit card with $1 million into a freaking car and just leaving it with no supervision, I don't want to be with you because you make questionable life decisions. But I understand she has sent a lot of money, so she's kind of forced to believe this is real. It's sad, of course, but then you have to question the fact that she's indirectly put herself in this position by believing this guy.
I don't know what that was, but she said it was her account, and I don't know how a bank could even let you get that negative. There were some business transactions. This is what I was worried about. I was afraid that she was being a money mule because I know she was getting involved in the Bitcoins, that she had accounts for those things, and she would lock herself in the room and say that she was doing business. I know it's got to be close. It's got to be over 100,000. It's got to be. Of course, he always says he'll pay her back, but I've said to her, you know, this man's never sent you anything in 5 years.
Teddy bear.
She doesn't deny it.
Teddy bear.
JR has left Melodee struggling heavily to keep up with her mortgage and is even in danger of losing her house. Harmony has countlessly told her mother she's involved in a scam, but won't listen.
I just need to look out into the lake of delusion that's in the background there. I understand she feels strongly about this guy and whatnot, but if there's anything that you should take from this waffle session we've got going on here, we're not in Waffle House, but sponsor me. You know, I'll take anything at this point. I will urge everyone that if you're in a position romantically with someone and it comes to a point where financially you're struggling, you want to throw your lack of funds for cigarettes into the mix, you do that. But when your home gets involved and you're struggling to keep up with the payments of your home, I just honestly must stress to you that this is not worth it. I don't care how in love you feel. It's not worth it. Obviously, of course, it's not freaking love because you have to question your lover at this point. They're happy to watch you withering away here financially. You need to get a grip of yourself. But also, the home that I am assuming you have built such sentiment with your late husband and you're pissing it away. I can't. I struggle to feel sympathy. I feel empathy because I don't want anyone to go through this, but I'm struggling to feel sympathy. I feel like there's a distinction there. Let me bloody know in the comments.
This has continued to drive the family apart.
Emotions override intelligence. Because my mom's
correct.
Intelligent. For her to believe some of this stuff, it's unreal. I think she's talking to him again. She's been up for the last 5 nights. She can't even afford to buy herself cigarettes every month. Her account's always negative. Her electric bill is $1,300 right now before the new month. So she hasn't been paying any of the bills. She's behind on everything. Her credit score used to be at 750, 800.
I love how we've specified all of this, but first and foremost, it's the cigarettes. I just don't feel like what she's going through right now, she should be turning to cigarettes. She should be turning to professional support, banks, police, I don't freaking know. So I'm glad Harmony's come to Catfish for some sort of support, but I feel like it's too late, maybe. Like, I guess the Catfish team will help in what way they can, but that's a freaking lot of money to have spunked away, man.
That's $350 now. She's refinanced her house twice. Sent him money both times, was broke after refinancing. And then in August, she admitted to me that for the last 3 years, I guess she's been sending him pretty much the mortgage money.
I guess? I do not want to play any sort of guess who game with you, because you would whoop my ass if this is the type of things that you're guessing. I also want to point out the fact that Melodee, and this is, I guess, another reason why I'm struggling to have sympathy, you have jeopardized the lives of the other people who are also living in that house with you. I don't feel like we should sweep that under the rug. Now, I don't know the backstory of why they're living there, if they're chipping in with rent or anything, which would also complicate things. And they're not rent, but I guess they would pay rent. She's paying the mortgage. If they're chipping in and you're using this money to fund this JR guy, goodness me, the pot is stirring, isn't it? Oh, it smells like shit. I don't want anything to do with it. Turn that stove off.
And the house is about to go into foreclosure.
That's
my
upsetting.
grandfather built that house. And if she loses that house, she doesn't have enough equity, even if she sold it or anything, to live somewhere else.
Oh, we're just chucking everyone. The whole family tree we're chucking into the mix. I don't know if it's Melodee's father who did the building, or the late husband's, but you've also freaking pissed all over the hard work it must have taken to construct this. So, I mean, no love is worth this, and nobody can prove me otherwise. And this is not love, I must stress. We need to recognize the financial abuse here. If your lover is happy to watch you lose your home in the process of supporting them, that is not someone you need in your life.
She'd be homeless. My aunt would be homeless. My brother would be homeless.
Stick around until the end, Seekers. Connor and Brienne will take an impromptu flight to Florida and meet with Melodee face to face.
Hi, come on in.
Hello, nice to meet
At
you.
my best.
You look like you're at your best.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing.
Go do that.
And once you've done that, give this video a like too.
Hey Seekers, if you're only following us here, you're missing half the story.
Follow Catfish online on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for updates and content we don't share on YouTube.
Okay.
We sat down to come up with a plan to try to help Harmony's mom, Melodee. The only issue was Melodee wasn't cooperating and gave us limited information, so we had to get creative.
I mean, Harmony's at her wit's end. Like, we have to help her out right away. She's given a lot of money.
Absolutely. Harmony mentioned that her mom, Melodee, is on the verge of foreclosure, about to lose this house. And this house is really important to the family. It was a house built by their grandfather.
So a lot going on here. It seems like Melodee truly believes that whoever she's communicating with is the person. What do we have as far as research, and how can we help her?
Well, we don't have much. So I tried reaching out to Melodee. I got on a phone call with her, and she just doesn't want to meet. She's too convinced that this person is who they say they are, and she's been talking to him for 6 years. So this is a really long relationship that they have.
Well, relationship in quotations, I must stress. This is an interesting one because I feel like we see it time and time again where victims are very much hell-bent on being with this freaking abusive lover. And someone, or, you know, they're lucky enough to have someone reach out for support on their behalf. But to the people who don't have the luxury of reaching out to support from someone who is available to help them, man, I can't, like, what's the word I'm trying to find here? I can't understand what they might be going through. You know, you are seeing your mother, for example, wither away financially, maybe even physical health-wise, mental health-wise, and it just doesn't click with your mother that they're being scammed, etc. And then you don't really have anyone to turn to sort of help out in any way. I can't even fathom the struggle that must take. So it also really drives a wedge up my ass. It's seasoned and all, okay? It's got a bit of garlic salt about the wedge up my ass. I really struggle to feel a type of way about victims who not only are pissing on everything that they've got in their life and the luxury that comes with having the privilege of funds being passed down, a house left and stuff, but then to abuse the fact that people are trying to help you and you are just, you're not even hearing it. You don't want to hear it. It's difficult. And I guess you could tie in the cigarette addiction here. I mean, I'm kind of presuming she's got an addiction, but if we're talking about the fact that, you know, we're highlighting she's not able to afford cigarettes at the end of the month, I feel like there's an addiction there. So she seems to be someone who gets very addicted easily to things. That that might have needed professional intervention a while ago, even before this scam, in my opinion.
On top of it, she claims that Harmony has stolen from her in the past, so she does not trust anything Harmony says.
Oh, shit!
What did she steal from her?
All right, I'll tell a little tale here.
Hold on. Let me get the tail out from my ass for a second there, because let's address something, shall we? Earlier on, I thought I heard Harmony say she's a scammer. Oh my goodness, he was about to flip reverse. I'm gonna eat my words. She might have actually freaking been a scammer. You see the size of these ears, huh? They hear everything. You might have said something else. I freaking heard differently. So, we're about to find out. But also, that adds a wrinkle to the story. Maybe I take back the fact that you are abusing the effort that Harmony is putting in to help you. Because maybe there's a reason she's not trusting Harmony. I'm seated. Is that what the kids say? I'm seated.
So Harmony shared with us and the team that in the past she was scammed, and she asked this person all about scamming and learned how to scam people herself, and had taken anywhere from $300,000 to $400,000 by scamming online.
I am no longer seated because I've had to stand up. I think we can all agree that my ass couldn't sit on that chair any longer. What the frick is going on? Questions. Did she give back the money to, what's it called? The victims that she took the money from? Is this some sort of twisted karma that she's scammed people, so like the world has a cruel, twisted sense of irony that now the mother is being scammed as a result of her daughter's actions? The nerve, by the way, goodness me. I feel like it takes hella audacity for a scammer of the past. I don't know if she's reformed or not, because I don't think we're gonna get that information. I don't think Harmony sat there gonna tell us, I still scam, by the way, but forgive me. I don't think we're gonna get any of that, but I hope they call her out on that, because that is not something to sweep under the rug. But knowing this show, sometimes we sweep things under, and I say we, sometimes they sweep things under the rug that piss me the frick off. So, question her on that. And dare I say, I understand we're helping Melodee. I feel like some people might find it concerning that we're helping someone who scammed, at the very least, in the past. Frickin' hell, man. Yeah, my ass is here now again. Let's keep this rolling.
It's almost like mother, like daughter. She lost money in a romance scam. Her mom's losing money in a romance
the karma.
scam. She knows all the signs. She's trying to help her mom out, and she's desperate because she sees her mom going down a very similar path that she went down. So she really needs our help.
Okay, but
here's the deal.
Did she pay people
we don't
back?
have a lot of time to do this. Are you and Connor willing to fly out tomorrow?
I would love to, but she won't meet with us face to face. She's not sharing any information with us.
You and I have always played good cop, bad cop, but maybe she needs bad cop to call her and just be like, look, let's fly out, let's go see you. We're here to help you out, and then we fly out tomorrow the next day.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Let's hop on the phone. Let's hop on the phone.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hello, Melodee.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, how's it going?
Fine.
Did you see me? I've been trying to call you and text you. I've been blowing you up.
Well, I've gotten the calls, but I haven't had time to talk. So.
Why? What are you doing?
Yeah, no worries. Look, I want to connect with you. I know me and you chatted about Harmony in the past. I'm curious, could we potentially meet face to face?
Not right now. No.
Well, yeah, not right now, but like in a few days.
I'm actually asking that because I will be visiting Florida this week, and I'd like to connect with you.
Well, I don't know right now, Bree.
Okay.
Hey.
I've got doctor's appointments.
Every day?
All right, you got doctor's appointments every day. Well, okay, let me share this with you. So I'm here with the team. We're definitely interested in
why is Drew like trying to run away? Also, David, you know, frickin' just Mr. Frickin', what's that machine? The arcade game claw machine? Frickin' hell, I don't know what I'm saying at this point.
Are you high or just incredibly stupid?
Drew's running off. Everyone's reaching out their hands. I just wanted to point out, so, you know, someone could very well have doctor's appointments every single day. I mean, if they are in that unfortunate position, it is a thing. But I don't think Melodee's doing that. But I'm very much feeling the strong belief that we will never mention the fact that Harmony was a scammer again. I feel like we're going to sweep, again, not me, I feel like they are going to sweep that a bit too easily under the rug, which irks me, to be honest, because I'm like, you know, do we help or not? You know, I'm conflicted, but let me know your thoughts.
We have to offer to you, and
goodness,
this is my husband,
bro,
David.
why are they like fighting,
David,
man?
you can't just grab
Chill
it.
out,
Hi.
man.
Yeah, you got my message. Listen. Harmony message us, okay? And like, I know you don't want to hear this, right? But she's very concerned for you in your relationship you have now.
I've just realized why Harmony said in the beginning that they have a good relationship now, because she was scamming her mother. Allegedly, though. Do you know what I mean? This is in Melodee's words, I guess, but oh, now I get it.
And you're right. I have a lot of money invested in this.
Invested is the wrong choice of words.
So why don't we come in, you know, with an open mind, and we'll put all the facts in front of Harmony. We'll put all the facts in front of you.
Hey, Drew looks bored, does he not? Let's go backwards a little bit for the look at. It's just like this. I mean, obviously he's just doing something on the laptop, focused, but it's giving bored vibes.
We'll put all the facts in front of you, and look, both of you are adults. You make your own decision from there, but at least you'll have all the facts. And so if Harmony comes back to you, you can show her all the facts.
What?
Yeah, I hear you.
We're literally just coming to help you out. Harmony wants some closure, and so we're already going to be in your area on Wednesday and Thursday. Would Wednesday or Thursday be a better day for you to meet up?
I mean, Wednesday's free.
Wednesday's free. Sounds
Magically.
good. Okay, then I'll book flights, and then I'll text you and let you know about what time we would be coming to visit you.
Okay.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Melodee.
Okay.
Nice meeting you too. I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, you didn't meet technically.
All right,
yet,
Seekers,
but
we had to move fast. Brienne and Connor packed their bags and hopped on the first flight to Florida to meet up with Melodee. We still had a lot of questions and not a lot of time to find answers.
the jungle music.
All right, pray for us.
Why? Where are you going and you need prayers? It's just Melodee.
Hello. Nice to meet you. You look like you're at your best.
That's a lot
Melodee
of water.
invited us into her house late that night, and we got straight to work seeing what information we could look into.
We want to go through
Hold
some
on
of
a
that.
second. Her dress is the same as her curtains. That's nice.
Some of the evidence that you have, some of the photos that
She's
you
called the
have.
police twice on me.
Yeah, we just want to look through. This is what we do, right? This is what we do. We've done this for years. Your daughter reached out to us. She thinks that you are in a dangerous situation.
I'm in a situation right now because I'm working with my mortgage company right now because I took out 2 loans, refinance loans.
Okay, and so you refinance the loans. Did you give any of that money to?
Yeah.
You did?
Of course.
Yeah.
And how much money was that?
40 plus.
How did you? So how did you? Go
What
ahead.
is Bree
go ahead.
doing?
And I took a loan out on my signature. My credit score was 797. Right now, it's like at the bottom.
Yeah.
I've missed, I did a lot of things I shouldn't have done, hindsight.
Well, it sounds like this guy's putting you in a sticky situation.
He didn't want to do this, believe me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen his accounts.
Oh my God. She understands that she shouldn't have done these things, but just there, she still believes he's a good guy and whatnot. So this is the issue. And, you know, she strikes me as the type of person who is going to struggle to understand that this is a scam. But I just want to urge everyone, you know, again, going back to the whole, I don't care how much you feel in love with someone. You do not send anyone this much money and jeopardize your own life for someone else. I don't care, even if they're real and you've met face to face, you've been going out a few months maybe. I don't give a shit. You do not jeopardize your own life for that person, all right? Please.
I know that can be fudged.
So he's in the hospital right now? Mm-hmm. What's he in the hospital for?
He broke his leg.
He suffers from headaches. But I'm not sure why.
And that's in Turkey?
No, that's in Cali.
Oh, that's in California?
He's in California.
Oh.
He's been in California.
The team could have visited him then. Before they flew over, they could have gone to see him and, like, prove to her he ain't in the hospital. But I guess they just found out about this information now. So, Melodee, start talking.
Well, we're here for you, Melodee. We have enough information
you could send
to look into some things
David
tonight. I will be confirming the information that you share with me through online data and resources. So I'm going to validate the phone number, his picture, just confirm, is Nico who he says he is?
Melodee opened up and sent over a ton of information. Brianne stayed up late to research everything, and the next morning met up with David to fill him in on the situation.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Better today, huh?
Yeah, better today.
Why?
It was a long day, but we're good. We're here.
What does that mean?
Yep.
I know this is a last minute trip. Thanks for, holding it down. You guys had 2 layovers, then had to drive. And, what time did you guys go to bed last night?
It was probably like a full 20 hours, 20-hour day, I would say. Yeah, it was a 20-hour day, and we just got done visiting Melodee late last night, and I'll be honest, I can't go back in that house. It's pretty rough.
I mean, I know we're here to do research and do all that stuff, but we should probably help her out on the other side. Who knows, this might be taking a toll on her. Her mind's just not right. But how can somebody live in that? Better you two than me. I would have run out of the door screaming.
Okay.
So with all that being said, the plan has changed. We are not going back to Melodee's house. We are going to find a different location to film with her today. But we can go over the research that we collected from her last night.
Okay, I mean, I did notice, obviously, the background. Even in Harmony's home, the background is what some might describe as messy, but I didn't really touch on it because myself, I'm not the tidiest person, but then you factor in maybe there's a mental toll here that's weighing down on Melodee, so she can't exactly clean her home. But then there's other people living in the home as well, so are they also just maybe suffering mentally, or they just don't want to help out? I'm a bit confused on that regard, but I'm glad they will help out for that, because I feel like that adds to the stress. And I saw animals in there as well, cats, I saw a dog, so it's probably not good for them either. And I just feel like definitely should be checked out. So if the team does seek out professional support in terms of that, that would probably be for the best.
So you guys actually have to get research to her ASAP and then fly out. We don't have much time to do this.
We don't. We have another case that we need to hit up tonight, and so we only have this small window to meet with her and reveal all the information with her.
What research do we have to where we can put a nail in the coffin for her?
Yeah, so she sent basically a username that was attached to the phone number. We have 2 phone numbers and we have 2 email addresses and Cash App screenshots. So she had been sending the majority of her funds to one primary person. His name is James H. Kiefer. And so I have a ton of screenshots that she had shared with me there.
Do not bring the letter H into this, okay? Because I will swiftly turn this video off if someone is disgracing the H name, which I've just remembered. Yes, Harmony technically has kind of disgraced the H name because she's allegedly scammed $300,000 to $400,000 from people. And again, we haven't mentioned it since the last time it's been brought up. That's concerning.
Okay, I see this right here. So we don't have a ton, but we have the phone numbers that we can start with.
So David, because she only gave us 2 images, I've been struggling to find who this guy is. So I just sent you both of them. Maybe you can take a stab at it and see what you're able to find.
So I have some good news. Well, this account has more pictures of him.
This doesn't look like a legitimate account though. So David, I ran that search of him standing in front of that mural and it's actually a restaurant in Brazil.
Okay, so fair enough.
When you took that picture, he was in Brazil.
Where does Melodee say that he's from?
She says he's from California, but she never mentioned Brazil.
He's a politician. I found it right here. So there's a Facebook account. I mean, 150,000 followers. Wow. So it looks legit. Wow. And it's him in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I mean, so there's no way he's in California right now. And he even has his official website. And if you go to it, it's him right there. And then even, oh, this is perfect. So 17 hours ago, he was in Brazil at Sao Paulo City Hall. So you can show her exactly where he is right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's huge.
That's everything.
That's perfect.
So now we just have to run the IP tracker and see exactly where it hits.
Yep, 100%. I plan on doing that in just a bit when we meet with Melodee.
Will we actually see the IP tracker this time?
I mean, let's talk to her about her house. I mean, hopefully she can keep that house. She's not going to get kicked out of that house. But like, maybe we can help her out there, send an exterminator to the house, and try to get things turned around in our household too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely worth it. These aren't what I consider livable conditions. Plus, it's not healthy.
Well, good luck. Keep me updated. But sounds like we found exactly what we needed to help her out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
All right. Thanks, David.
After we felt good about everything we found regarding this JR profile, there was nothing left to do but lay it all out for Melodee so she can hopefully move on from this chapter in her life.
Jungle music.
We'll be right back.
Oh, where are we?
Okay.
Oh, the house.
Hello. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm here.
You're here?
You're here. Okay, so guess what? We have an Uber here. We're gonna take you, we're gonna get another cup of coffee, and we're gonna chat, and I wanna share a bunch of information that I found.
Oh, isn't that gonna be nice?
Yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't tell what
I
that
got
is.
my phone.
Anyone can pause it and obviously timestamp and tell me what that said on the note, because I find it interesting that a note on the door is on the inside. Someone let me know.
After Brienne and Connor picked up Melodee, they planned to sit down with her at a local coffee shop. This was it. It was time to reveal the truth
Looks
about
like a nice
JR.
spot. Looks nice.
JR claims he's in San Diego right now in a hospital.
It's San Francisco or San Diego. I'm not sure right now.
I sat down with David late last night. We ran through all your research, trying to find answers for you. The phone numbers, they're both VoIP phone numbers, internet numbers. There's nothing linking him to the phone numbers. So I wanted to share this with you. So David found this Instagram account. Have you seen this before? It says J Roosevelt Backup. It claims that he is working for a company by the name of Bard.
His wife.
You're familiar with that company?
Yeah.
Did he ever share this Instagram account with you?
I don't think so.
So if you look at this Porco, it's a different language, but it's very similar to Latin.
Brazil, he's connected to.
And then he has some pictures here with the Pope.
Wow.
Have you ever seen that one?
I haven't seen him with the Pope. He is such a gentleman. It's unbelievable.
Get a grip, Melodee.
And very intellect, the way he speaks.
I was having a hard time finding who this person was. So I looked at this picture here. He's standing in front of a mural. And I was able to find that this picture here was taken in Brazil. So we did some digging. We took the images that you shared with us and we were able to perform a reverse image search. We found these other pictures of him.
Who is this other guy?
So it says Revista City Penha. So this is actually a city in Brazil. And I started thinking, why is he on the front cover of this city, this particular city?
What year is it?
Well, so David found him. He's a councilman here in Brazil.
This present day?
Yep, right now.
This guy in the picture, this is who he is. This is his name. He has 150,000 followers on his Facebook account. So this is his valid Facebook account. As of 19 hours ago, he was in Brazil.
Okay.
1 day ago, he was seen here, city council meeting in Brazil. 1 day ago. He's speaking Portuguese.
Yeah.
Normalizando o vício, normalizando a jogatina. Eu não me conformo ainda com propaganda de bebida.
Do you hear his voice?
Uso de drogas em público. Quando a gente vê.
Has he ever spoke Portuguese to you?
No. He's come up with some Italian.
Celebrating
Very
Children's
cultured
Day.
man.
This was 3 days ago.
Okay. That's his son.
This is 4 days ago.
Yeah.
4 days ago.
I mean, it probably is his son, but he ain't 71 years old, so...
Realidade da cidade de São Paulo com essa empresa de concessão de energia. Agora é meia-noite e 48. E olha só, pessoal. Meia-noite e 3.
My story, re-elected as a Sao Paulo city councilor in 2024.
Chaired the Constitution and Justice Committee and served. I told you he was highly intelligent.
Get a
But
grip.
the guy that you're talking to is not him.
I don't think she understands
This is not who
that.
you're talking to. This is the guy in the picture that was sent you. We don't know who you're talking to.
So somebody is taking his pictures?
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Sending it to you?
I know, I've seen it.
What? Oh, you've
This is
seen it
what
now.
we call classic romance scam. This person you're talking to created this fake profile under Nico JR, pretending to be this Brazilian politician. He sent you pictures, pretending to be this other person. The guy that you're talking to is asking you to send money to people you've never met. There's no confirmation that these people that are receiving your money even know who this guy is. They could also be getting scammed by someone else online, and they're told to receive money from you for a different story, a different reason.
Right. Yeah. I've seen that. I even pawned my damn Star David and my wedding ring.
You pawned it?
Yeah.
You pawned your wedding ring?
Yeah.
For JR?
Yeah.
That's upsetting, man.
How much was it worth?
I got. Oh, they were gold and diamond.
It was probably worth a pretty
500,
penny.
500.
$500? Wow. What else have you sold for JR?
Just my Star David.
Is it like a pendant or a
No, that's
necklace?
my Star David. I'm Jewish.
Oh, okay, but what was it? Was it like a...
I bought it at Awesome Jewelry.
Oh.
And the chain, I think I paid $1,200 for that.
Did he know that you sold jewelry to give him the money?
Yeah.
He asked you to do it, or you just told him you would do it?
No, he knew I had it. I said, we can always buy a new one.
He said we could always buy a new one?
Please, everyone, recognize the abuse that's going on here. You could have easily said, no, don't do that. It holds a lot of sentimental value to you. But here we go. I'll take whatever I can get, and I don't actually care about you. So please, everyone, don't obviously send any money, but at the same time, don't pawn off anything that has sentimental value. You don't get that stuff back. And to be honest, if this was someone genuine, like a real relationship, if they truly wanted to treat you well, they would. And you can always find someone else that truly cares for you. You can't get those things back. So please, just take care of yourself. Okay, I'm back. And if you're wondering, where are you back from? Nobody is asking that. But anyway, if you noticed, I was looking at my phone and I got a notification and my mood kind of maybe shifted. Whole lot of stress and issues. That's what it is. But let's finish this video.
Wow. JR, what a catch.
I don't know. I guess I'm just ready to get this monkey off my back.
A 500K monkey.
Because right now I owe my mortgage company $32,000. I have no way of paying that back, but I can't take a second on the house. No. I did it to myself, I guess.
Baby steps. You got outside. You let me meet with you. You let me fly over here.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that.
The first day I met
But
you.
I know my daughter. She when she starts something, she doesn't stop.
Harmony said,
let's just hope that she's stopped the scamming, though. The alleged scamming, right?
let her know. I know she's hurt and embarrassed, but it will be okay. Please let my mom know what I said.
Well, tell her to get her face on here. She calls me 30 times a day.
We were happy to see that Melodee took in all of the information we were able to provide on his JR profile. We also wanted to let her daughter, Harmony, know that her mother was ready to put all of this behind her.
Are they going to ask her about the alleged scamming?
So, let's chat here. I just shared with your mom all of the research that we found. We stayed up late, me and David, and we went through everything that she'd shared with us. We told her, you're not talking to the person in the picture, but now we have the question, who are you talking to?
Right.
That's where we are right now, and she's absorbing the information. How do you feel?
I'm fine.
Through the last 6 years, I've gotten a lot of people try to talk to my mother because she doesn't always want to hear me. You know, the sky is blue. She's going to say it's purple for me sometimes.
Well.
I even got, when my addiction, I was dealing with 2 scammers that I was working with when my addiction. And even got them to try to talk to her and explain to her the scams that were going on. They were doing the same thing.
Well, I'm struggling to process things here. Maybe because my brain is wired to be overthinking about life issues that I've got and stuff right now, but the scammers I was working with during my addiction, what addiction? Could you specify? Addiction to alleged scamming? I'm really confused here on what's going on here, and it seems like it's being swept under the rug maybe a bit too much. I understand. Look, some people will say that they can't call her out for this stuff. Obviously, maybe it's in the past and she no longer does these things. But then I ask the question, have people been repaid? I'd like to know if victims got their money back. But then, some people will say that, if you call out victims or call out people on this show, then no longer will you get other victims coming on the show. And I understand that, but surely the world is a very big place. And if you call out a few victims, if you call out a few people for things that don't make sense exactly, surely there will always be someone else writing in. I'm pretty sure. I say pretty sure, I don't know. I feel like they get a lot of people wanting help, but I feel like if the type of person who comes on this show doesn't want to be called out for their behavior, And no, wait, yeah, if someone does that, I don't necessarily think you can help them much, because then they're not truly understanding that what they're doing is bad, and more so you're blowing smoke up their ass. I just don't feel like that's good. Maybe I just see things in the wrong way. This is by no means is me telling them how they should conduct their business, because some people very much get up in arms when you say they should do this or that, and they come riding in like cavalry. Chill out, okay? Hopefully all of that makes sense. I feel like we should be asking what's going on there. But I mean, I kind of understand why Melodee wouldn't necessarily trust Harmony. But okay. Oh, how dare you not trust me just because I used to be a scammer?
Allegedly.
Listen, people change, but at the same time, you do think about these things, so... Okay, I'm waffling.
And I think that she just was so lonely and in love with this guy and addicted to talking to him that she just couldn't comprehend that it could be any other way.
Is that what you mean by addiction?
She did say that she fell in love with this guy. But she also mentioned, and I think this comes into play why she wasn't listening to you, Harmony, is because she said that she feels scammed by you.
Okay, let's build on this. Yes?
How do you feel scammed by
Say it.
Harmony?
By being ripped off and all that.
But I never ripped you off. No, she had a car before she swore with me.
That's
the
all
only time I ever stole from my mother was when she was in the hospital and I was in my addiction about 5 or 6 years ago.
Wait, what?
I stole her coin collection.
Well, you've...
That's the only time I've ever stolen from my mother. Even when I was in my addiction, rarely did I get money from my mother.
Hold on there, because now we're getting into like some domestic disputes that I don't think YouTube channels would really be well equipped to the extent that a professional counselor would be able to help with. But I find it wild. The only time I stole was this. You still stole, though. You know, just because you throw in, it was only this. You know, I keep looking off to my phone. I'm like scarred right now. But does that make sense? It's like obviously very hyperbole. Oh my God. I've poked you very aggressively, but it was only that one time. Let's move on. I just... Counselor, please. Not only do I feel like this family needs counseling to resolve whatever is going on here, but I also think Melodee needs counseling in terms of how she feels navigating relationships, because we need to protect her from doing this kind of thing going forwards.
At the time, I hustled the money up myself.
No, we don't bring these things up now. We just accept it and move on.
Squash it, you know?
Squash
like,
it?
I'm proud of you because I'm proud of you because you're clean.
Harmony, you want to know what she did say before you came on? She did say that, you know, the reason why I'm here and that me and my husband have done the research, Connor's here, our whole team has put so many hours of resources and time into your story is because you love your mom.
So more than anything in the world.
That I know. That I know.
Your mom is going to continue to help out. She's going to send me more pictures. She's going to go through everything she has. She's going to keep giving me everything that I need for the research. And I told her, even though we're shooting this final interview, the investigation doesn't stop here. We're going to continue. We sent this guy an IP tracker. We'll see if he clicks the link. I'm not sure, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah. You need to start focusing on you and the family and your life now.
True.
The other part of this is that your mom needs help cleaning the house. So we want to hire someone to go in, clean it, bug bomb it. We're going to help her out.
What about the people who live there?
Get some house cleaners over and whatever else that needs to be done in the house. Yep, not a problem. I spoke to David about it. The team all agrees that this is what she needs. So.
Yeah, exactly. It would make her feel so much better. And thank you for agreeing to do this. I know it was very hard. Mom, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm proud of you too.
All right, well, we're gonna catch a flight and then we'll see you soon. Thank you, Harmony.
We'll have a great flight and be safe.
All right. Thank you so much.
I'm so confused. Because, like, there's no resolution here.
Seekers, it's almost time for our weekly live stream.
Fade to black. Just like my head right now. I feel like I make that joke every single episode now. It might stick. Just like the, go do that, but you already are. Once again, IP tracker just basically, you don't get to hear the results. You can find out later on. I mean, I get it. If they haven't clicked on it yet, then I get it. Maybe we could wait and then include that here? Or is it now a case that it becomes a thing in the live streams? I don't know. I mean, not everyone can check out the live streams. I mean, even after a few days that it's out, maybe some people just don't check it out. I don't know. I kind of feel like I didn't get a resolution there. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. I feel like I'm glad it was addressed, sort of. But it seems like the family just don't want to talk about it, squash it, move on. I mean, I guess you have to do that if that's what they want. Me personally, allegedly, you know, my child needs to speak to authorities if they've done what I'm claiming they've done. But maybe that was Melodee just waffling. I actually don't know. So let me know your thoughts about this whole story. I hope Melodee's understood where she's gone wrong. Maybe therapy can help with that. You know, get her to be comfortable with her own self. But with regards to the cleaning of the house, I'm sure people lived with her, right? Aunt, family, friend or something. Like, wouldn't they be able to help with the cleaning? I'm really confused on what's going on there. But ultimately, I guess the house is the way the house is and extra support is needed regardless. So that's good. But yeah, I feel like there's things here that I just didn't really, we didn't get a conclusion. But I'm going to go over, check out the original comments on the original video, see what people are saying. And as always, tantalizing talk, open up the discussion here. So I'll see you in a jiffy. Tantalizing talk.
Good job, little buddy.
That's a melody for you. The first comment, Duran fan forever 922 TT member. If you're watching this, hello. On a positive note, she can't afford to buy cigarettes, and then on the negative note, she had cigarettes at the end of the video. Now, if I've put an emoji over her face while she's doing, forgive me, because I feel like it's against guidelines to show that. So if I've done that, you know why. I think I picked out a comment later on about her having agoraphobia, I think it's pronounced, or said, I don't really know. And regarding the cigarette aspect to that, so I'm not going to say too much here just yet, just because I think I've got that comment coming up later. But if not, hopefully I remember to speak about it there. The next comment, also, by the way, to stress here, yeah, I think it's personally positive. What a alliteration. I think it's good that she wasn't able to afford cigarettes because, look, I understand addiction and I understand seeking comfort in something that is destructive. I myself, for example, growing up a lot used to comfort eat. So I understand that aspect, but I thank my mum for kind of like snapping me out of that. And I remember one particular story in particular. I was trying on trousers and they just wouldn't fit, and it was already quite a large size, and I was like, my goodness, I felt so shit about myself. So, obviously credit to my mum, and I guess it's important for me to recognize sort of the luckiness that I was able to mentally stop, because I know not everyone is. So if you or anyone needs professional support, maybe you don't realize it right now that you are causing yourself harm, you are being destructive to your own self, and you think there's nothing wrong with what you're doing. If other people are telling you otherwise, please seek help. The next comment, wait just 1 minute, did I hear this right? The daughter had scammed people out of 300, 400k herself. Oh my god, what a twisty story. And they get along great except for the fighting, screaming, yelling, phone slamming, what? I mean, that was just an oxymoron, right? But you did hear right, unless me, you, and 171 people just heard wrong. Swallow the saliva because my mouth can't fathom what I'm saying right now, so it's, lubricating itself because of the craziness or something.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Is that, did I hear correctly? I feel like she said she was being scammed, she asked the scammer for help, and she became essentially, allegedly though, a scammer in the process. What was going on there? And I think I picked out a comment going forwards as well regarding this, but I'm just going to say it right here now. Was she apprehended at any point, or she just stops? I don't feel like scammers just stop without anyone intervening, but someone let me know in the comments, because I'm genuinely losing my shit here. The next comment, why do people not have any... Am I recording, by the way? Okay, I just needed to clarify. Why do people not have any critical appraisal of themselves? Why would a smart, well-dressed man be interested in someone many levels down socially? This might be harsh to some people, but... And as much as I always don't put people on pedestals, because everyone is human, right? We all make mistakes here and there. I think people struggle on this show in particular to recognize that in terms of a social hierarchy, we are not at the level of the elites, right? We're not at the level of freaking celebrities. If someone even is, I don't know, a D-list celebrity, they themselves are also kind of above you. So, but I'm drawing the line here maybe, because it says, why would a smart, well-dressed man be interested? I mean, if he was a celebrity, or in this case, the politician that he is, and he was wearing a freaking a tracksuit, for example, because I guess that's not smart, well-dressed. But dare I say, there are well-dressed tracksuits out there. There are tracksuits that are nice, but it's not necessarily smart, I guess, would be the better way to phrase that. Would that be any different? Just because he's a politician wearing a tracksuit, that's, that doesn't mean freaking you can now swoop in just because of what he's wearing. So the clothes, I understand. I mean, I get what you're trying to say, but I feel like it's less to do with the clothes, and it's more so to do with the standing of the person. I can't remember what JR said his job was, because he was in Turkey at one point, I don't know. But I do understand, appearance-wise, he, in the real world, right, not only does he not look 71, I don't know if this is harsh, but in the real world, I don't think he would want anything to do with Melodee. So, clothing-wise, there's asterisks we can add, but I do understand what you mean. The next two comments is an original comment and then a reply, but strap yourselves in, because we're in for a freaking novel. If her house is so unfit that the team couldn't go back in there, Adult Protective Services should be called. Additionally, I see she has cats, and if her house is that unclean, and if she is smoking inside, she is subjecting them to unsafe conditions. Very likely she's keeping their litter boxes or water sources clean, or not keeping them clean. The local humane society should be contacted as well. If she's in a filthy living environment, the financial scamming is honestly the less immediate of her problems. To which a reply, If the team actually reported the unsafe living conditions of that house to APS, no one would ever contact them again so they can get content for the show. They'd be afraid that anything they did or said, slobs, money laundering, scamming others, dishonesty, and downright mental illness, would be reported. These extreme situations create the most views, so it would mean shooting themselves in the foot to report someone like that. When you say downright mental illness, I personally think, like, what are you trying to say there? Downright mental illness seems very poor phrasing from me. But I think I spoke about this in the commentary as well. Not only I mentioned the pets, if it is unclean in there, then someone should check on the pets. But in regards to contacting regarding APS, and I think I talked about, reporting people such as Harmony, I guess, allegedly. I understand people would say, and I think I said that as well, people are going to say no one would come on the show. But there are many people in this world. Like, surely if a few people no longer want to appear on this show, there is many more that would. And what's her name? Beautissimo? The moderator? I feel like one of the main moderators of that channel. She has a reply down the thread of this comment saying that they do report these things and it's not shooting themselves in the foot because, as I mentioned, they got a lot of people writing in for help. So that might be one of the few times I might be in agreement with the moderator Beautissimo. But yeah, I feel like the Catfish team do get a lot of people. And look, if freaking some people don't want to appear on the show because they're afraid of you calling them out, I don't necessarily think you can help that person, as I mentioned. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. I very much interested in that one particular, what you guys' thoughts on. And now we move on to Harmony, which we've built up a very non-harmonious situation here, let's be honest, allegedly. Harmony is on the record stating that she herself was a scammer and obtained 300k from said scams. I wonder if she is aware of her her own criminal actions and the possible consequences. I ain't got a Scooby. I feel like she very blasé, is that the word? Very nonchalantly just chucked that out there. By the way, guys, I did a dabbling in scamming before, allegedly. So, just felt like saying that. I don't get it. I'm probably as confused as you guys are, but you might be more clued up on these things. Let me know in the comments what the hell was going on. The next comment, and well, I'll get into it. How nice of the Catfish team to get her house cleaned up and sanitized, etc. for the start of her new chapter of her life, to which there's a reply. Kind of ridiculous that the other people living there can't help her with it. And I mentioned the same thing. Not that it's ridiculous, more so, why aren't they helping? Because I guess we don't know the full story behind why they're not helping. I honestly think this is not only a case for the Catfish team to help with the romance scam side of things, but I do feel like additional professional services are needed, because there's a lot going on, it seems, in that house, and a lot of entities that need help. I'm talking about, the animals and stuff as well. Did anyone else notice the chair behind the daughter moved twice by itself in the beginning? I noticed that. I didn't want to pause it, but I think I reacted slightly. I think it was the dog. She had a dog, so I think it was the dog going on that chair, which we do need to mention that the daughter's background, as well as other comments mentioned, wasn't necessarily the tidiest as well. Not sure if you can get anyone involved in that regard for Harmony, but, at this point, I feel like I'm out of the league of giving advice for their case. I don't think I could Obviously, you should take what I say with a pinch of salt anyway, but I don't necessarily think they need help from comments and more. Shut the hell up. The fact that cigarettes are dirt cheap in the USA, I feel for her. Or I hope it's all uphill from here. Send your money on, or spend your money on you. Buy them cigarettes, girl. Okay, first of all, uphill from here, at least to my knowledge, it's an uphill climb is a bad thing, isn't it? Like, there's the phrase, oh, it's all going downhill. But then flip reverse, you can say, oh, it's an uphill battle. It's difficult. I don't know. Am I wrong? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. I didn't know uphill could be used in that context in terms of positive. But, you know, the fact that cigarettes are dirt cheap in the USA, I feel for her. Is that what you feel for in this story? I'm really confused. It seems like you have taken what Harmony has said regarding she can't buy cigarettes at the end of the month, and you've run in the wind with it. You have run up the hill with that statement, because that definitely is not the freaking most important thing here. Spend your money on you, correct. Buy them cigarettes, girl. I'm going to controversially maybe not correct you. That shouldn't be done, I don't think. Spend your money on you, yes. You got a freaking house that needs taking care of, you know, paying off the mortgage, etc. Don't buy cigarettes, though. Once again, I know people use it for comfort, you know, the same as alcohol, for example. But to the point where we're bringing up the fact that you can't afford them as one of the main reasons to describe how financially, you know, insecure you are, you have an addiction, it seems, and you need to address that. I don't know if she bought her own cigarettes at the end of the video there, or if the team did it, I don't know. I feel like she should stop spending money on cigarettes, but that's just my personal opinion. Again, if she's using them as a means of comfort, I hope she can get some sort of professional support, that she can not do that and find other ways, healthier ways to comfort herself. Take it from someone who used to comfort eat. In the long term, you are very much harming yourself. Can anyone explain how this works? Her grandfather built the house with his own hands, but she has a mortgage. How is that possible? I'm very much confused there as well. Now, obviously, as someone who's been homeless before and never outright owned a home, I might seem stupid asking this similar question, but I think I saw other comments mentioning she took a loan out for the home and stuff. But then I'm asking, what would that loan be for? Like, people were mentioning remortgages and, you know, remortgaging the home. But if they owned it, why would you need to remortgage it? I don't know the logistics behind that. So please, everyone, if you do know, can you explain it in like freaking grade 5 words? Okay, think of me in freaking, I'm like 7 years old or something. Describe it to me that way, please. And yes, I'm not afraid to admit that I don't understand what that meant. And then lastly, I saw a few comments regarding her tongue. Yo, what is the deal with her tongue? I have to assume some people obviously just don't know, maybe, or maybe they're quite young, but we've seen a few victims now do things with their mouths and their tongue in a certain, you know, reaction way. But I think it's to do with the fact that she doesn't have teeth. That's what it seemed. So that's why. But I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. Anyone who is clued up on that, let me know in the comments. I'm going to call it there. Not only for the fact that I can't take any more of this story trying to understand it, but also my brain right now is overthinking a bunch of things. I should probably rest. And in before someone says I'm not physically doing much here, I know that. I've never said this is very taxing of me to record. But my mind right now it's like here, but like 75% of it is like thinking about something else. So please take care of yourselves, everyone. and anyone around you that you feel is spiraling out of control for any reason, intervene as quick as you can. And if they don't need or want your help, try to get them professional support anyway. Let me know your thoughts on this. And freaking, I really hope we get more clarification on the freaking alleged scamming. Like, I don't understand how she so nonchalantly said that and we just moved on and it got brought up towards the end and Melodee saying she's proud of her. Like, what? Proud she stopped allegedly scamming? What? Okay. Take care of yourselves. Bye. What a ball buster of an episode, huh?